Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ryan Gage, and with me is Luke Shepard, and we're your hosts tonight. We're back for some more Franklin College men's basketball action. Your Franklin Grizzlies host the Transylvania Pioneers. Franklin are in top form of late, winners of the last four, and they're trying to end this three-game homestand with a victory today. They'll have to do it against a tough top-of-the-conference Transy team. They're off the back of a close road loss to Rose Holman last Saturday, but they're going to do it with some key inactives. Luke, tell us about those inactives today.
Yeah, Transylvania is missing two of their starters tonight, including their star players, senior guard Colby Napier and junior guard Jackson Smith. They are also missing a big piece in their bench rotation in the freshman Ben Godby. This is a major impact on Transylvania's rotation of guys tonight. And a lot of offensive responsibilities tonight are going to fall into the hands of guys like Hunter Penn and the freshman forward Ian Reeser. And for Franklin, they come into this game fully healthy with all their rotational guys playing tonight. The Grizzlies have an opportunity to make a major statement tonight against the Pioneers. If they get a win tonight, that would put their record at 11-4 on the year and 7-1 in the conference. While Transylvania, if they were to lose tonight's game, that would put them under 500 on the season and really push them backwards in the conference standings. It's a really big game for both teams tonight.
Yes, this game, massive importance. Franklin on the road on Saturday versus Rose Holman, so this will be a great tester matchup for that, another top-of-conference matchup later this week. Let's meet the tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Pioneers. Number 3, Dakota Capps. Number 10, Zach Stallman. Number 12, Ian Reeser. Number 23, Hunter Barr. Number 35, Hunter Penn. And for Franklin, it's the same five. Number 3, Lynn King. Number 4, Braden Flanagan. The big man, Jesse Morgan, down low, with Cody Samples and Cooper Matthews rounding out the five. We're just a few moments away from lineups and national anthem here in the stadium, so we're going to step aside and we'll be back for the opening tip. We're getting ready for tip-off here in the Spurlock Center. Franklin has been dominant these last 2 games at home. Back-to-back, over 20-point wins, a 40-point win against Manchester. Franklin's just been rolling of late.
Yeah, I mean, that win against Manchester was really something. I mean, they just could not miss that night. Their defense was really on point, and against Bluffton, their defense was really great, too. Just that pressure defense that they've been putting on teams this year, no team has really been able to find a way to get past it, really, and really get things going offensively. And I think the key for Franklin, they got to get off to a quick start like they normally do. They always get off to a quick start. They always force a few turnovers early. And this, Transylvania team, they move the ball really well, but they also turn the ball over a little bit. So I think, moving the ball really well, they're going to try and, play that whoever basketball that Franklin likes to play as well in offense. But, Franklin could take advantage of that by, picking off a lot of those passes like they like to do.
Franklin, a team that forces 16 turnovers a game, and they take that into 21 points a game. This team defense is creating offense, and that's winning them games of late. As they get the opening tip here, King drives to the basket, kick out, takes a deflection off of Dakota Caps, and stays with Franklin.
I really like the positioning on this inbound here. I feel like that's where I would try to set up kind of a wing 3 off that, that corner inbound.
Morgan takes the inbound, works his way inside, and puts up the post shot for 2. Gets our opening basket of the night.
Yeah, and there they go. Immediately, the turnover before the Transylvania can even touch the ball.
Yeah, Matthews, big steal. Another possession for Franklin here early on. Landing on the left wing, gets it into the post with Morgan, drives into the corner, Matthews, and he stepped on the baseline.
Just a close one, too, because that possession was really leading somewhere. You could tell that Transylvania was a little out of position. It's good to see Jesse Morgan getting involved early, though, getting the ball down low.
Right, one extra pass there from Matthews would have saw Samples wide open for 3. And Samples of late has been on fire, hit 3 threes in our last game versus Bluffton. Dakota Caps, the junior guard from Louisville, going to take over ball handling duties for this team with the leading guard, Colby Napier, out for this one as Morgan almost pokes that away there from Penn, but stays here with Transylvania.
Yeah, and Hunter Penn came up, grabbing his quad a little bit there after the play.
Penn going to have to step up for this team. The senior from Versailles had 24 points against Rose-Hulman. He'll have to do a similar performance tonight to keep this game a close possession as Flanagan comes up with a big steal. The shot clock expires, and the Grizzlies are running with Samples to the rim with some contact.
Oh.
And the foul called on the shot. The layup didn't go in.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact on that layup for Samples there. King was trying to get the putback, but still be 2 shots here for Samples. That was an awesome steal by Flanagan. He just absolutely caught that offensive player off guard. He didn't even see him coming in, just completely picked his pockets.
Samples, the veteran leader on this team, one of the 4 senior starters. And Samples averaging just about 9 points a game this season, and he's been effective from 3, 37%, while shooting at a high rate per game. And he's also the leading number of steals on this team. His defense is super important for this Franklin team.
Yeah, you can kind of switch him onto almost any guard and even some of the forwards because he is 6'4". You can kind of get on to some of those bigger forwards as well and play some really hard defense. And I just think that this Franklin team, when you have Samples again running across the court like that, it's very important.
Inside now with Barr, puts it up, shot no good. King with a rebound for Franklin. Morgan spinning into the lane, guarded by Barr, gets him in the air, puts his shoulder into him and lays it in for the bucket and the foul.
Good to see Jesse Morgan getting involved early. He got the ball first possession, took it in on the post. I mean, that's a mismatch they're exploiting right now. They're probably going to have to end up switching Hunter Penn onto him, get some bigger guys onto Jesse Morgan there because right now it's a mismatch down low.
Not much depth at these forward positions. The only one other player above 6'5" for them. 2 of them are on the court right now. And, this team, with some of their key players out, any foul trouble, there's a lob there behind the back door for Transylvania's first points.
Yeah, you could see Barr kind of running in there and weren't able to get to it quite quick enough.
But depth could become an issue with 3 players already out. And if any more have to get into foul trouble, we'll see some players that might not have had the most playing time as Matthews steps out on the sideline again, coming in from the corner 3.
I mean, that's just unfortunate because you just have no idea as a player, and it's always so close to getting on the line. It's just really a tough call to see that one.
First 2 minutes down in this game. Franklin with a 6-2 lead. 17:40 to play. First half. King almost takes it away there. Inside, kick back out, long 3 for Penn, and that's no good. So that was Resner.
They have numbers here.
Flanagan slowing down the transition offense. Now it's to King on the left wing, 20 on the shot clock. King goes to work in the lane, spinning, fadeaway jumper, good. 4-2.
Yeah, that was a nice bucket by King there. Nice little turnaround jumper. That's definitely been a big part of his game this season in terms of the offensive side.
Again, almost poked away by Morgan. Active hands early on from this Franklin team. Drive inside is Stallman. Gets the pass off to Resner, and his layup no good. Tipped around for an offensive rebound for Franklin. Up the court to Matthews, and he can't quite handle that pass.
I mean, that was a close one. This is good. This is good offense right here. I mean, Hunter Barr talking to the ref right now, talking about potential chippiness on defense from Franklin. But I just think Transylvania's been playing a little rough. Is now, Matthews, you can't get it done on the offensive end. You do it on the defensive end.
King will kick out to Morgan. Thought about the 3. Drives inside. Euro steps out to Matthews for 3. Off the front rim. Offensive rebound for Morgan. Morgan, tough shot. Off the side of the backboard, no good. Another rebound over to Matthews, other side of the lane. Takes it up with contact. Still no finish. And then King throws it off of Resner, or that's Penn, sorry, and then so it stays with Franklin.
That was a really good play by Cooper Matthews. Keep the play going and get the offensive board. I'm surprised there was no call there. A lot of contact on the up, and now we get a wave change. Transylvania here really early. A lot of frustration coming from the starters, talking to each other on defense right now.
Brendan Rowe, Drew Marshall, 2 of the players to come in, along with Logan Thorpe and Sam Stone. Inbound pass, King bobbling it, eventually gets it out to Morgan, and now shot clock down to 10 for Franklin to work on the offense. And again, drives inside, handoff with Samples. Samples thought about the 3, drives to the free throw line, puts it up on the right side of the lane, and scores.
That was a nice little bucket there from Cody Samples. Love to see the floater as part of his game.
Now, J.C. Wahlberg, the other part of that wave substitution into the game. And Morgan almost comes up with a steal. And then Matthews gets it himself. Matthews running the break. King, transition 3, left it short. Oof. Offensive rebound, Morgan into Flanagan. Flanagan can't hit there either. Another rebound, Samples. Matthews drives inside. Nifty layup, 4-2. Franklin is dominating the offensive glass early on.
And there's just a lot of sloppiness from Transylvania. They can't get their hands on the ball. They're not playing smart on offense, and there's a lot of emotion coming from the Franklin defense right now. They are really putting a lot of effort in, talking to them. There's a lot of emotion coming from the bench right now. Bench mob is going crazy.
5 turnovers in the opening 5 minutes, 15-10 left to play. Transylvania is going to take a timeout, down 12-2. 12-2 start for the Grizzlies, and Franklin is smothering this Transylvania offense.
I mean, they are just – Transylvania's playing a little sloppy too, and I think that, now their starters are back in. I think they want to get them out, get them a quick breather. They were really frustrated, obviously, on the offensive end. They were going to try and, focus and play their game a little bit more because they're letting Franklin absolutely outpace them right now.
Resner pokes that one away from Matthews. A little bit of full court press here to play Franklin at their own game.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they need to do. I mean, when Franklin gets to these quick starts and they want to almost demoralize you because they get out to this quick lead and they play this super hard defense, and it just makes you really frustrated. I think that you got to kind of match that to bring a different element to put the pressure on Franklin.
Play a bit of a conditioning game. Which team is better conditioned at this point in the season? And see Franklin clearly showing that they are. Backdoor pass almost picked off. And we'll stay with Franklin here. King had it poked away from him.
Yeah, and this Franklin team is used to running that defense and used to running this, and I think, they clearly practice it a lot with how well they do on rotation. So I think that it's just pretty easy for them.
Hop step into the lane by Lynn King, and he gets 2 more.
I mean, this has just been a great start from the starting lineup. No one's really struggled so far.
Still haven't hit a 3-ball yet, but the 2s are falling. That one rims around. Still no good. Offensive putback, though, for Penn. Gets their second field goal of the game.
Yeah, good job by Penn there. Going after the miss. Just unlucky on the first one.
Crossover. Matthews into the lane. Left-handed layup.
He's just absolutely just splitting the defenders. Like it's light work for him.
16-4, 14 minutes left to play in this half. The opening 6 minutes have been all Franklin. That one poked away by Morgan, and then Matthews and Samples can't keep it in play there. Long inbound for Resner. Now in the lane, tough shot for Caps, and then it's a long rebound, picks up his own miss, down low, can't get the finish, but then a foul called there on Jesse Morgan.
Yeah, I think definitely a little bit of frustration on the Transylvania offense here. They're waiting for a call, it seemed.
This is a Transylvania team that got to the free throw line 35 times against Rose-Hulman. Let's see if Franklin can limit the fouls and keep them off that free throw line. They shot 25 of 35 from the charity stripe against Rose-Hulman. That's what kept them in that game for the most part. First free throw rims out here for Hunter Barr. The sophomore from Hardinsburg, Kentucky. Averages almost 9 points and 5 rebounds a game. A big contributor for this team, making a start today. Plays over 15 minutes a game.
Yeah, he'll be definitely one of those core guys going forward for them. A young guy, 6'8", has a lot of potential to go out there, and then obviously, like you said, getting the start tonight, only his 3rd start of the season. When you have him and then you have Ian Reisner as a freshman, really is going to be a good core part of this Transylvania team moving forward.
Franklin beats the press, gets it across the half court quickly. Now Matthews sets up the half court offense. Samples had the backdoor cut. Matthews now drives to the lane at the rim, finishes again.
The rim runner. I mean, that's got to be his new nickname at this point with how he's attacking today. I mean, he has just been absolutely no fear, all gas, no brakes.
Bounce pass finds Penn cutting towards the basket, and he gets his second field goal of the game.
I like Franklin's approach to the full court press coming. They're not trying to move the ball too quickly. They're moving the ball slow and just being patient.
Letting it over to Matthews, now to King in the post, has Resner on him, takes it inside, over the top of Resner, can't finish. Morgan fighting for the board, comes up with it. Another possession for Franklin, into the corner, Flanagan for 3. Got the little bit of contact on the way down, no foul. And now running the fast break is Stallman. Stallman up to Marshall, and he can't finish. Kick out, Caps for 3. Rims out. Rebound still not secured by the Grizzlies. Eventually, Marshall misses, and Morgan grabs the board.
I mean, that was really good recovery defense right there from the Grizzlies. Great defense by Matthews, keeping his arms straight up.
They're going to call a travel there
Ooh.
on King. Thought he got the pass off before he picked up that pivot foot, but the referee says otherwise. And now the Franklin bench unit will come in.
It was definitely a close call there, but it was a little late, so a lot of surprise coming from the Grizzlies, obviously.
Flanagan was covered there, but underneath the basket with the ball. Probably could have got another 2 for Franklin there. It's 18-7, 12:25 to play. The starters, a strong opening 8 minutes and a half.
Yeah, now you get the bench guys out there fresh and ready to run the full court press again, maybe be a little more aggressive than you've been in the last few minutes.
It's Bostic, Fairs, Archie, Beverly, and Benny Powell as Caps goes in and lays it up underneath. Benny Powell to Bostic. Thought about the pull-up 3. Now he gets it inside for the sophomore Fairs. Fairs backing his way down. Thought about the kick out to Benny Powell. Now to Beverly, to Bostic, and we'll reset with a shot clock at 10. Benny Powell into Fairs. Can't handle the pass. Turnover by Franklin.
I mean, it's not bad offense by them at all. I mean, they were doing a good job moving the ball around, they kept moving, just weren't able to hold on towards the end.
Caps will slow it down for the Pioneers as Resner will drive inside, and they'll call the foul there on Jesse Fairs. So that takes us to the under 12 media timeout. 11:30 left to play in this first half. Franklin 18, Transylvania 9. (18-9), and Franklin causing fits for this Transylvania team early on here.
Yeah, and then there was a lot of motion coming from their coach on the sideline there. He's making a point. The whole gym is silent, and he can't hear you guys. He's definitely trying to emphasize they need to be talking on offense and on defense, communicating. They have to communicate so they can get this offense going, move the correct way, and run your rotations right.
Popping out for 3 is Stallman, hits the back rim and out. So now Stallman will drive, no-look pass over to Resner, and he'll score.
Yeah, they're going to definitely keep looking for him inside. He's been a really efficient scorer for them all year as a freshman, and he's definitely been a force down low.
Bostic almost got trapped there on the half-court line. Now Archie, elbow jumper, bottoms.
Not generally a high percentage shot, but he was open, so you take it. Worked out in the end.
Penn running the open court and laying in, and Coach Hamilton for the Grizzlies not happy with the way that transition worked out and takes a quick timeout after the media timeout. So we'll step aside again. 10:52, 20-13. Just a quick 30-second timeout there from the Grizzlies. As they keep the same 5 on the floor, Coach Hamilton just wanted to regroup his guys, stop any potential momentum shifting in the way of the Pioneers.
Yeah, that was a good timeout. Just, he noticed the transitional defense was just not up to par that they usually like to see. Because obviously when you're pressing, that can be a weakness. Franklin does a really good job at, stopping their guys and not letting any sort of transitional points get moving. But they didn't do a great job there, and so that was a good job by Hamilton, regrouping the guys and figuring it out.
Franklin beats the half-court press. in time. Now they have the half-court offense with Fairs at the top of the key. Fairs almost loses it, keeps it alive, takes it inside, and then draws a foul there. And it looks like they'll call that a shooting foul as Fairs is going towards the rim, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, it was a good drive by Fairs there. They're definitely struggling to get some sort of rhythm going on offense. I feel like they're not finding their guys on the wings really, and they keep trying to attack the post. I feel like, you know, maybe you need to move the ball around the wings a little bit more.
Fairs comes up short on the first free throw. This bench unit not quite as smooth as the starters on offense. They haven't really forced any turnovers. Still just 5 turnovers by Transylvania, so they're not turning defense into offense yet. We know this bench unit can. As second free throw no good. Archie picks it back up, and then Fairs drives inside with the left hand, too strong.
I mean, that's a good look. You just got to finish there. I like the hustle by Archie on the offensive board.
Resner left open for 3, and he hits.
Yeah, Transylvania is getting their confidence back. They're figuring out their offense, and I think there's definitely a little bit of frustration going on the Grizzlies side.
Cuts it down to a 4-point game as some of the starters now looking to check in for Franklin. Backdoor cut, Benny Powell towards the rim, gets it blocked by Reeser. Now Caps running the floor into the lane. Almost tied up there with Bossa, kicks out Reeser 3 again. Off the front rim, rolls out. Penn offensive rebound for the Pioneers.
Penn's just a little too big down low for the Grizzlies, but what a block by Benny Powell. Sending it home.
Coming inside, and the 6'3" guard rejects it. Benny Powell from Cincinnati making his defense noted here.
He sent that one back down south to Kentucky.
4 starters for Franklin back in the game. Braden Flanagan, Jesse Morgan, Lynn King, and Cooper Matthews. With 9:38 left to play in this first half. It's a 4-point Franklin lead.
I like Malachi Archie being the guy standing out there. He's had a lot of hustle so far from this bench unit.
Marshall towards the right. 3 on the shot clock. Has to put one up here. Can't get it up. And he can't get it up in time, as it's a shot clock violation forced by Franklin.
Yeah, it was really good defense right there. It looked like right before the shot clock, may have been a double dribble. It looked like he may have gotten a hand on it, but it was very close. But great defense right there, just forcing the double team right before the end of the shot clock.
Franklin back on the half-court offense with some of the starters out there. Now we'll see if they can find that rhythm they left off with. Into King, and it's poked away and taken. Another turnover by Franklin. That's their 5th. And now underneath for Rowe, and that gets sent back. And they'll call travel there.
That's a good block by Archie, but he's grabbing onto his shoulder. He might be coming out here.
Yeah, his shoulder definitely bothering him here. Samples will check back in. Hopefully Archie, nothing too serious there with him. He'll get checked out by our athletic training staff here. Morgan hands it off for King on the right wing, and gets it into him on the post.
I like this matchup for Morgan here.
Morgan inside, Reeser cutting Samples, has to kick it out to the corner, and then stepped out of bounds there once by Samples.
I don't love the backdoor cuts that they're looking for here. They keep looking for the backdoor cuts from the high post, and it's not really working out. Transylvania is reading them the whole way and forcing either a turnover or, you know, forcing the ball out of their hands and pushing them out of bounds almost to make an impossible pass from Samples. They need to be moving the ball in the wings more. They keep looking for these backdoor cuts, and it's not working.
And Franklin almost got beat there on their press, but Samples and Matthews sprinting back, and Matthews, I believe, was the one to poke it out. Samples try to keep it in play, but it stays down here with the Pioneers.
Yeah, I mean, that was great hustle there. Just, yeah, you had to keep that, you know, get a chance. Don't let this game get too close. I mean, Franklin and Transylvania right now even on 7 turnovers early in the game, just over halfway through the first half now.
And that pass towards the corner picked off by Matthews.
Yeah, it was way too high of a pass. Too easy for Matthews, a guy who's always going to go for those.
Shot clock didn't start in time for Franklin. So bring it down to 22. It was still at 29 when they were halfway across the court. So Franklin gets the sideline inbounds into King. King, handoff for Flanagan. He'll try a deep three, and he cashes it in.
First three of the day for the Grizzlies. Needed that one. They needed a bucket. They haven't had one in a few minutes now. Finally getting a little bit of their rhythm going.
That's their first basket in over 2.5 game minutes. Almost a travel there from Rowe. Well, the trap by Franklin. Now pass inside over the top of Flanagan, and Reeser puts it in.
I mean, that was good defense from Morgan to finish the play there, but Reeser, when he gets down low and finishing, he's always going to get those.
King attacking inside, puts his shoulder into the defender and scores with the contact.
I mean, he is just way too big for anyone else on the floor right now.
Lynn King's strength. I'm going to make the statement, I think he's probably the strongest player on this Franklin team. And
I would agree.
he has the strength to beat anybody down low for the size he might lack. And Morgan swats it off the glass and poked around, and then they'll call a foul there on the steal from Morgan.
I mean, that was a great block by Morgan, but that call stopped the momentum of the play.
Morgan picks up his second personal with 7:08 to play. It takes us to our next timeout. Franklin 25, Transylvania 18. So Transylvania, we believe, will be shooting 2 free throws here after the foul on Jesse Morgan. It'll be Hunter Barr at the line.
Surprised he's shooting 2 free throws. Would have seen a side out here. I don't know where the shot attempt.
I guess they were calling it a block, not a steal. So 2 free throws coming. Barr can't connect on the first. Barr struggling on the year from the line, just shooting 57% from the free throw line. Not been smooth sailing for him. As he goes 1 for 2 this time. He makes it a 25-19 game with 7 minutes to play in the first half. See how the starter unit can close out the first half for Franklin. Handoff with King, now to Flanagan. Now down low to Morgan. Morgan spinning underneath, takes it up, can't finish.
I mean, that was good closeout defense, double teaming the rim there on the attack from Morgan. Morgan's been getting going too, so they know they want to defend that.
Pass inside for Penn, overshot it, but he kept it in bounds. Shot clock down to 8 for Transylvania. Hook shot in the paint, right side of the lane, connects.
Yeah, good recovery there by Transylvania after a really overthrown pass.
Puts it back down to a 4-point game. Franklin leads, cutting to the rim on the baseline. King has to skip it underneath. Garrett got trapped, and then a turnover by Franklin. Running the floor, Walbert, pass taken away by Matthews.
Woo, what a play by Matthews.
Now the cross-court pass for Flanagan over the top of Rowe, and then Matthews can't finish, and then on the rebound, King gets fouled.
Surprised didn't see Matthews get the call, but I mean, that was really good just defense right there by Penn, defending the rim there, but King recovering, finishing the play, keeping Franklin on the offensive end.
Lynn King, the senior from South Bend, at the free throw line. One of the leading scorers, almost 12 points a game, nearly 8 rebounds a game for Franklin, and he has been a critical part all 4 years while being here, Lynn King.
Yeah, and he's really improved his game a lot this year, adding the three-point shot to his game, being a little more efficient on the free throws, and just really improving every aspect of his game for his senior year. Very impressive as, one of the leaders of this team.
2 for 2 at the line there from the senior King. As Braylon Russell and Malachi Archie, along with Dylan Beverly, all check in for Franklin. Franklin going away from the full court press a bit there, slowing down the aggressiveness. Just trying to play in the half court. Over the right side, Penn, floater in the lane, no good. Penn got his own miss, kicks out. Marshall for 3, back iron, no good.
I like to see Russell out there, get some length up on the wing and down low.
Russell, 6'6", sophomore. Matthews driving inside, taking some contact, gets it rejected. Now going the other way is Transylvania with Rowe. Down to Caps, Caps at the rim. Contact, no foul, no finish.
Now here come numbers. They got 5 on 3 right now.
Russell, transition 3, too strong.
I like that he passed it out to try and get the catch and shoot. A little more rotational for him, just not able to knock it down.
Underneath there, Archie and Barr fighting for position. Let's call the foul there on Malachi Archie, his first.
Yeah, and Archie back in the game. He's got a shoulder strap on. May have just been a strain or something.
Seems to be all good to go, though, back out there. As Ian Reeser, the leading scorer for Transylvania so far tonight, checks back in. Into the paint, Barr working on Beverly. Matthews brings a double team, gets underneath and finishes.
Yeah, it was a good job by Barr getting inside. Too much on the side from Beverly there. He needs to defend the rim a little bit more rather than going for the steal.
Especially with that double team from the strong side by Matthews. Now Samples backdoor cut underneath, finishes, and the foul.
Good to see the cut finally getting open. They finally did a good job. You don't want to crowd the paint when you're trying to get the cut going. They stayed at the top of the three-point line, found the guy coming in. It was just a one-on-one in the paint. Samples is always able to beat him there with his speed.
Lynn King waiting to check back in, and Brandon Rowe also checking in for Transylvania. Samples trying to finish off the three-point play here. Samples already 6 points on the day, nearing his season average of 8. As that free throw rims out. Not something you see often there from Samples, 80 or 79% free throw shooter. Caps on the left corner, goes up to Reeser. Reeser will drive in to the middle of the lane. Gets it ripped away by Russell. Give me that. Now to Beverly, pass almost too hot to handle. Archie in the corner, poked away from behind, still loose on the floor. Archie still fighting for it. Samples first one to it. Beverly, and then Franklin keeps it.
That's the hustle you're going to get from Cody Samples there. Now
he's slow to get up there. I took a shot to the face. And I think Coach Hamilton took a timeout there with his guy on the floor. Under 4 minutes left to play in this half, makes it the media, so 29-23. And I'll take us to our next timeout. So Franklin will have possession after the timeout here on the sideline. Shot clock down to 13 for them, though. Have to go quick play here. Archie, King, Beverly, Russell, and Matthews at 5 as they go long in the backcourt for Matthews to get it in. Matthews over to King. Shot clock down to 5 now for Franklin. King got to go to work. Kicks out Beverly. Thought about the 3. Beverly now has to drive inside. Turn around. Can't get it up in time. Shot clock violation.
Yeah, he hesitated a little too much on the turnaround. I like the shot selection. Just maybe a little quicker with it.
Franklin's 9th turnover on the game. Transy's had 10. And there's another one. Beverly takes it away. Outlet pass taken away right back.
Yeah, Archie was throwing it with that right arm, and he just didn't have enough juice on it for Russell.
Matthews almost gets it taken away there by Caps. Now running the floor. Matthews underneath the brim gets it rejected.
It looked like he was trying to pass it out to the corner, but it just ended up getting deflected.
Caps runs the fast break and scores with the easy 2. Back to a 4-point game here. Both teams' offense been dry the last 6 minutes or so. See which team can get going this last 2:50 of the first half. Cut for Russell, and he can't handle the pass. Running the fast break again. Reeser drives inside, can't finish, but takes some contact, and they'll put him on the line.
Not loving the offensive systematics here. I feel like Transy's doing a really good job right now of defending and just playing tight defense off ball and not letting any easy passes get going. They're not playing lazy defense at all. But I feel like the Grizzlies need to be looking for a little more simplicity on offense rather than all these fancy cuts.
Reeser at the line, first time today. Can't connect the first one. Already 7 points, 3 of 6. He's hit a 3. He's also picked up 3 steals. As a freshman, already a key player. Be someone to watch in this conference for the coming years. Second free throw, good. Makes this a 3-point game with 2:36 to play in the first half.
And Reeser, actually a 40% three-point shooter on pretty good numbers too. So he hasn't really looked for that so far today. So we'll see if he maybe looks for that shot more. Well, he actually has been 1 for 3, but I'm expecting that to come a little bit more now.
Bostic in the corner, connects on a 3.
Good to see Bostic. What was that? His first shot.
Yep.
Getting going, hitting the three-pointer, getting his confidence up.
Bostic had a slow start to the season, but these last couple of home games have helped him find some rhythm. And then Flanagan knocked that one out of bounds. Transylvania keeps it. And quick inbound for Penn. Can't get the finish, and then defensive rebound for King. Bostic gets it up for Russell. Russell in the lane, and that's a travel there on Braylon Russell.
Yeah, he picked up a pivot foot. He did a jump stop and then went in, picked up the pivot foot going for the layup.
Samples is going to check in now for Flanagan. Getting some more size on defense.
Yeah, they need that hustle out there right now. Looking like they're trying to bring back that full court press right now, so let's see if they can capitalize.
Caps kicks out to the corner. 3, Reeser, too strong. Rebound, Russell. Bostic running the court. They left him wide open for a pull-up 3. Oh. Too strong. Long rebound, though, for King. King trapped in the corner, just throws it off him and keeps it alive for Franklin on this inbound.
It was a really smart play by King there. You get trapped in the corner. Don't try and make a bad pass and lead to an easy turnover going down the other way. Like that play, just bounce it off the knee of the defender.
Franklin, shot clock down to 12. Let's see what they go with here. King getting instructions from Coach Hamilton now drives inside. Tough layup there, can't connect. And then King picks up a steal right back. King inside, puts it up, foul, and the basket, Lynn King.
He loves that one. Hunter Barr he just completely took him inside, told him to get in the weight room.
3-point play here coming for the senior Lynn King. Already has 8. Make that 10 actually. And then 11 pending on his free throw. First player into double figures for both teams. And 3-point play converted there from King. Makes it 35-26. Franklin up by 9 now. Game was down to 3. And under a minute to play in this first half. It's almost poked away. Russell, they thought that it was off a row there. But it stays with Transylvania.
There's really good pressure by Russell on defense there.
And they're going to look, I think, at a replay board for that one. Unless Transylvania's just taking the chance. Yeah, I think they're just going to take a timeout here by Transylvania. No replay. Got a little excited there.
Yeah.
Just a quick 30-second timeout. We'll stick with you for this quick timeout. We'll dive into some stats here right before halftime. 43 seconds left. Lynn King leads all scorers with 11. He's 4 for 7 from the field. Also connected on 3 free throws. Also got 5 rebounds, well on his way for a double-double.
Yeah, Lynn King, he's really just doing a great job. He's getting inside, too, and he's really just dominating when he gets down low. And then Cooper Matthews, 6 steals to start the game. He's already he's on pace for double-digit steals. I mean, he's been picking off every single pass around the court, flying up and down. Love seeing it. Now from the Grizzlies on the offensive end, 13 turnovers so far, matching Transylvania. You love seeing that you force 13 turnovers on Transy, but 13 turnovers on offense is just not good enough, and that's why this is a 9-point game, which is still a really good lead for Franklin. But generally, at this point in the game, they'd have a little bit of a bigger lead. So, we'll see if they want to limit those turnovers in the second half.
They're already over their average for a game at 11, so 13, way more than they would like to do in a whole game, let alone a half. What kept Transylvania close, and there's a foul down low, jockeying for position on Franklin. Goes on Jesse Fairs.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact going on down low between Fairs and Barr. They're switching King onto him.
Long inbound quickly for Rowe. An 11-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Franklin will get another shot in this half. Shot clock down to 7. Kick out, Reeser 3, bullseye.
Huge 3 there and now. Someone needs to turn around here. Someone needs help.
King almost couldn't find a guy to get inbounds to. Down to 5 on the game clock. Russell travels. And another turnover for Franklin.
Just silly turnovers there. You're allowing Transylvania to get a chance here, and now they're only, if they can get a 3-pointer here with 5 seconds to go, they have just enough time to get in before the second half here. Making a 1-possession game would be really big for their motivation and their momentum going into the half.
Franklin led by as many as 13 this half. Early on, 18-5, but the lead's been slowly chipped away at. Got close as 3. Transylvania yet to tie it back up.
From the Grizzlies here, I am pressing as hard as I can. Don't obviously foul, because I believe I pushed him in the 1-and-1, but I would definitely press as hard as you can. Try and force a steal.
King almost got it there. And then Caps will have to take it. Reeser 3 at the buzzer. Back iron, no good.
That's the guy you want shooting that shot, too.
Reeser 2 for 5 from 3 before that one. Yeah, 11 points tied him with Lynn King for the most on the court in that first half. Franklin just 2 for 9 from deep. That matches Transylvania's numbers, 2 for 9 as well. It's both teams not finishing inside or outside.
I mean, their stats are almost identical. They all have 6 personal fouls. They're both shooting about 50% from the line. They're doing a little bit better in the field goal percentage. Franklin is 45 compared to 38%. Same amount of shot attempts. Stats look pretty similar as well. It's actually been a really evenly matched game.
Franklin's done a better job with points off turnovers, 16-7. They've gotten the paint a little bit more, 24-20. Transylvania has more fast break points, 10-9. This a very even matchup in this first half. Franklin has a 6-point lead.
Yeah, and they had that lead the entire first half. Didn't let Transylvania get a lead onto the board.
Franklin just 5 points off the bench, and you see that bench have a better second half if they want to close this one out.
And I think they've seen that, 2 bench points for Transylvania in the half. I think it's definitely the inactives playing a key part into that. When your starters are having to go out there, you have some new guys out there. It's gonna be a little different.
It takes us into halftime. 35-29 Franklin leads. We'll be back for second half in a few. Second half of basketball getting ready to get underway here. Franklin just a 6-point lead. They led by as much as 13, but Transylvania chipping away at it. Got it down to 3 at one point. Franklin back up to 6. It's going to be a close second half, Luke.
Yeah, it's going to be really close. I really like just how this game, it's been so even on stats, and it's just been so close. There's a lot of pressure coming from both teams. I love to see it, and it is really going to close out close here. It's been emotional. It's been physical. It's been chippy. It's going to be a really good finish.
Yeah, 27 turnovers the first half combined by both teams. Not great basketball, barely good basketball.
No, very sloppy. And then I think that shows Cooper Matthews 6 steals, as we mentioned earlier. I mean, he's on pace right now for a ridiculous stat line.
Yeah, we'll look in the stat books later. We'll have Ryan Thomas, our sports information director, look it up and see if he's close to a school record in steals. He might have that stat. He might not. I bet he's getting close. Pass inside, early foul there. Picked up in the second half by Jesse Morgan. That's his third.
Yeah, it looked like he just pulled the chair on him, and I think that was a little bit of an interesting call to start the half. But we'll see.
Not what Franklin wanted to do to start the half. Ferris will come in for him. Get it into Penn, back into Caps, has Fairs on him. Tries the pump fake at the free throw line and kicks out for Stallman. Shot clock down to 10. Flanagan kicked out. Caps at the free throw line, rejected by Fairs.
What a block.
Now Flanagan running the other way. Easy 2.
Good play by Flanagan there, not letting him get blocked. I mean, it was just kind of a one-on-one. Good job by Flanagan finishing.
Off the Fairs rejection. See what offense Transylvania can produce on this side of the court. Down low, King gets underneath there, and that's a foul on the shot from Hunter Barr. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws.
Yeah, King just wasn't quite able to get up there that time for the block, as he has already this game on Barr.
Barr has the height advantage. 6'8", just the King 6'4". King plays a lot bigger than his height list with his strength.
Yeah, with that physical strength, and he's got a really good vertical. I mean, when he goes up there, you've seen him already. He's got 2 blocks, or no. He has. I know he has. I feel like he has a rejection. Not on our stat sheet, but he's had some plays defensively tonight where he's been getting up there and really making a play on a lot of the big men tonight down low.
First, there are 2 free throws there, good for Hunter Barr. Puts him at 8 points of the day. Matthews drives inside, gets underneath, into the corner. Flanagan off the front of the rim.
I don't hate the shot selection. He's been open in the corner multiple times so far. I like this pressure from Samples.
Samples had Stallman chasing to get across the half court. Great one-on-one defense there from Samples on Stallman. Now Stallman in the corner, kicks out. Reeser thought about it. Now 2-point from the elbow, no good. Long rebound, Samples picks it up.
Yeah, he was looking for that full court pass to Matthews, but it was a good job by Reeser cutting him off.
Flanagan drives to the rim, finishes with him. Contact, no foul though. Don't see Flanagan running to the rim like that often, but he can finish near the rim.
Yeah, he's already had another one this half on the fast break. When he does attack the rim, I feel like he does a really good job at finding the open areas to finish and not get blocked.
Cross-court pass picked off by Flanagan.
Making plays offensively, defensively.
Into the corner, Matthews drives to the baseline, kicks to the corner, King, 4-3, bullseye.
Good to see Lynn King starting off the half strong from 3. Double-digit lead now for the Grizzlies.
Opening 2.5 minutes of the second half gone by. Franklin 11-point lead now. As Ferris in the chase a double team, now they get it inside for Barr. Underneath, get it over Ferris, and King grabs the board. And Samples try to run the pass there from King, and then Penn picks up the steal.
It's just an awkward pass when you're passing it directly forward to a guy who's running forward. It's just never going to be a pass that really, really works out. That was good defensive play right there by Transy.
Flanagan almost picked off a pass in the corner. Goes up out of bounds. Transy keeps possession with 22 on the shot clock. Driving in is Reeser. Takes some contact, rims out, no basket, but 2 free throws coming for Ian Reeser. Foul goes on Samples, first foul of the day for Samples. Already a 3rd team foul early on this half with 16:49 left to go. I want to slow down on those fouls, make sure they don't get towards that first bonus of 1-and-1 early on. 2 free throws good for Reeser. Puts him up to 13 points.
Yeah, cut down that double-digit lead.
King on the right wing. Handoff, Matthews comes around, takes a screen from Fairs. Finds King on the left post now. King hook shot, bounces around, no good. Samples offensive rebound. Second possession here for Franklin. Only had 6 second chance points, trying to add on to it here. Samples drives inside, takes some contact on the drive, and shot or call fouled before the shot. Now it's on Stallman, that's his 3rd foul. Another player creeping towards foul trouble.
Yeah, and here he comes. He's going to go to the bench here.
First 4 minutes of the second half elapsed. 42-33, Franklin leads. And King just trying to initiate the offense here by himself. Has Penn on him. Drives inside, stops. Flanagan
Good cut.
Can't finish. Fairs can't get the offensive putback.
I love the cut right there. It looked like Flanagan like faked a fall and then moved the other way, and he just wasn't able to quite get there. Good job by Transy finishing on the opposing end, though.
More points off of turnovers for the Pioneers. Bears drives. Kick to King in the corner. Flanagan in the lane. Picks up a dribble and then has to kick out for Matthews. Shot clock down to 10. Bears takes the handoff in the air. Got some contact there on Barr, and then he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, I like the attack there by Fairs that time. I wish that he took that layup on when he got the drive on the last one rather than kicking out there.
Takes us to our first immediate timeout of the second half. 15:27 left to play. Franklin up 42-35. So Jesse Fairs at the line for 2 shots following the timeout. Fairs, just a sophomore out of Ben Davis in Indianapolis. Knows how to win going to Ben Davis, one of the powerhouse high schools here in Indiana at the 6A level.
Yeah, a part of that state championship winning team. I believe that was his senior year as well.
So Fairs knows what it takes to win at the highest level. As he leaves the first free throw short. He's been a key part off the bench this year for Franklin. Playing 12, almost 13 minutes a game, averaging almost 6 points and a couple rebounds.
Yeah, good backup center for them.
For Jesse Morgan behind him, a senior, making way for him next year, graduating this year. Ferris, as a junior next year, will have that starter role most likely to himself. It'll be exciting to see how he grows in between seasons. Reeser with the Transylvania offense. Caps kicks back over to Reeser. Reeser drives inside, gets the King in the air with him, and can't finish the floater.
He hasn't really been able to get going so far the second half. He's only got 1 bucket so far, leading the team in points still.
Samples to Archie in the corner for 3. Cash for Malachi Archie.
Well, that was really good contention there from Transy's defense. Just a better job by Archie.
Oh, pass almost taken away by Matthews. That would have been the 7th steal. That would have been the season high on steals this season in a game by one player for Franklin.
Yeah, Cody Samples holding that record so far this year. 6.
Caps kicks to Rowe. Rowe handoff to Reeser. Back to Caps on the right wing. Shot clock down to 3. Rowe goes inside, and Archie just ripped that out of the air, but they'll call a foul on that. Too much contact with the body, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of physical contact down low, like there's been on both sides of the floor all game.
Second personal on Archie, the 4th team foul. And 2 free throws coming for Dakota Caps.
Yeah, I'll put them at their 10th of the game. This isn't great when it comes to the foul game for Franklin now, because they're getting close already to the one-on-one bonus this early in the half. And you have a lead right now, but you have to protect that. And they're going to have to play a little more clean on defense, a little more smart, because refs are calling it.
Second free throw good from Dakota Caps. Just 1 for 2 at the line there. Matthews running point for Franklin. Give it to King on the right-hand side. Archie now. Working on Rowe, stumbles in the lane, and then a bad pass turns it over by Franklin.
Yeah, just a little too sloppy there, and he fell over, a little bit of an awkward situation. But they have to be a little smarter on offense. I mean, that's their 16th turnover of the game, way over their season average already. Already have more turnovers than Transy. Not what you want to see.
Pass over to Penn in the corner through the 5-hole, and that's a turnover.
The worst possible position for a pass.
Right at the ankles, just a touch too low for the big man to go down and get. Transy back into some full court press. Gave Franklin a little bit of problems. That's when they cut that lead down to 3 as Matthews runs straight to the rim, trying to finish there. Too strong. Ferris offensive rebound and off the glass and scores.
Ferris hyped up about that one, finishing on Penn. A lot of contact coming down low. And there's Matthews with his 7th steal.
And the finish. Cooper Matthews is on fire on defense.
And the motivation's coming in. They are definitely getting hype up. They're expanding this lead. They're trapping him in corners. Really trying to put pressure on him right now. Extend this lead, make it unbeatable.
Well underneath, and then finding Marshall on the low block and scoring. .12 lead, 12:50 in this second half to play. King drives inside, loses it, but a foul called there on Marshall. It's Marshall's first, team's 3rd this half. And Logan Tharp will check in, the freshman from Louisville.
Now Boston coming in for Samples here.
King in the corner, catches the inbound. Matthews being pestered there by Tharp, and then drives inside, and another foul there on Transylvania.
Yeah, a lot of contact. They're really trying to rip the ball away.
New shot clock for Franklin. Ryan Bostic into the game as well. Now Matthews in the lane with a floater, too strong on it. Now Transylvania running the floor. Stallman thought about the three. Inside, Penn on Fairs. Can't finish, puts the putback in.
Yeah, Penn finishing on Fairs, just like Fairs did on the possession before, or on a couple possessions before. There's definitely a little bit of a strength and weight advantage down low, and I think Transylvania is going to look to start exploiting that, unless they might start trapping down low with Lin King.
10-point game, 12 minutes left to play. That pass off of King, and it's a turnover by Franklin. King not happy with the call in the corner, and that takes a timeout here. Under 12 to play, 50-40. Ten-point lead for Franklin, 11:51 left to play. Let's see if Transylvania can chip into this lead on Franklin in this final 11:51 left. Down the court, Marshall gives it up to Rowe. Now Marshall for three, off the front of the rim, offensive rebound. And then poked away, Archie can't pick it up. Three, Stallman connects.
Yep, that's the guy you want shooting that three-pointer. He hasn't shot a lot this year, but he's been 50% when he does it. And that's, you can tell that they've been trying to stop him from getting those open looks today, and he got one and nailed it.
Beverly handoff with Matthews. Beverly catches the pass down low. Underneath, tough finish, scoring.
That was a really good pass by Cooper Matthews. He led him perfectly into the reverse layup. And now getting taping up Archie's knee here. He probably has a cut.
Yeah, I think that's probably why they had to stop play. Get that cut wrapped up for Archie. Quick stoppage back underway here. Athletic training staff quickly on that. See if Rose Holman can get another bucket here, try cutting the lead. Stallman again in the corner, way overshot that one, but another offensive rebound.
It's a good closeout by Matthews there.
Stallman with a dribble, and then a foul there on Franklin.
And that goes on, I think they called it on Matthews.
Just his first.
Yeah.
We saw Bostic trying to claim it, that he was a foul. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Both of them had no
Exactly,
fouls.
yeah. I was looking at the fouls. I was like, does Matthews have multiple? Nope. But, you know, 7 steals. Maybe they thought he had a little more.
A foul on the inbound on Dylan Beverly. Puts Hunter Penn at the line, I believe, for a 1-and-1 here, unless they called that a shooting foul.
I think it was a shooting foul. I think they still need one more to get in the bonus here.
2 shots off the shooting foul. First free throw, no good from Hunter Penn. Malachi Archie will check out for Cody Samples. Samples, 6 points, 5 rebounds. He starter today.
Yeah, he's really been great on the defensive side, hustling for the ball, making plays on the loose balls. He's really done a great job.
Second free throw good from Penn. Makes it an 8-point game with 10:40 to play. Matthews quickly driving inside. Beverly, top of the key, 3, bullseye.
Beverly nailing it from deep. Not generally a guy you're going to be shooting too many of those threes.
He just had 4 attempts on the season. He's 1 for 4 before that one. Make it 2 for 5.
I like seeing Beverly front the post there, not let Penn get his back into him, and front the post. Don't let him get the ball, as he does there.
Penn now gets it. Beverly tried to go out there and help on the steal, but unsuccessful. And Penn gets an easy 2. Down low, that's 11 points for Hunter Penn.
Yeah, Franklin's doing a good job of maintaining the lead, keeping it to about a double-digit 9-point area, but they've got to defend better and keep forcing turnovers.
Franklin almost got that one picked off by Logan Tharp, but it went out of bounds. Jesse Morgan coming in with his 3 fouls. Had that 3rd foul picked up early this half. It's been about 11 minutes since we've seen him.
Yeah, and he got going really early. He had 2 early buckets and nothing else since then. We'll see if they try to get him involved in the post game here.
He goes right at Penn here, underneath, trying to back him down for size. Goes underneath him and can't finish.
I mean, he's just a brick wall. I mean, he could not get any sort of movement on Hunter Penn there.
Now on the right wing with Marshall. Tharp on the left-hand side. Marshall, wide open 3. Cash. Drew Marshall, his 2nd or 3rd field goal, his first 3.
Yeah, 41% shooter from deep this year. Again, another guy that you got to watch out for at the line.
Samples gets it at the top of the key, will drive inside, gets up underneath, and the contact. 2-point or 3-point play coming here for Cody Samples.
And there comes the high IQ from Cody Samples there. He just pump faked 3 times, defender didn't go up, got him one more time, got him up in the air. Easy layup, too easy for Cody Samples.
Samples off the free throw line, 4th attempt coming. He's 2 for 3 so far today. Back to a 9-point game for Franklin with 9 minutes to play. Jesse Morgan back out. Bill Beverly back in. This lineup here from Transy been keeping pace with Franklin almost, but hasn't been able to chip away at this lead. Been sticking around this 9-point mark for the last couple minutes.
Yeah, it's been really close. It's going to see which team is going to be able to make a run here to finish it off.
That pass was looking for Penn inside, and it was too strong. Flanagan picking it off. King fakes it and drives inside and loses his footing and trips. And then running another way, Flanagan back on defense, but not enough to stop Logan Tharp on the finish.
I mean, that was really good defense by Flanagan there, and then Matthews is going for the block attempt. I like the transition defense that we're seeing from the guards today. But now Transylvania really trying to gain some momentum here, get a run going as we get closer to the end of the half, end of the game.
Samples, shot clock down to 10, stop, kicks to the corner. King down the baseline, and then out of bounds on the baseline. King's not happy with it, thought it could have been a blocking foul down there. Turnover by Franklin, their 19th turnover.
Just very sloppy offense. A lot of it hasn't been like throwing the ball to the defender, but more just stepping out of bounds and just being forced out and no call, and they're having to suffer.
Tharp open in the corner, left rim no good.
They really needed that one. That would have brought it to a 4-point game. Now Franklin really trying to get something going.
Flanagan in the corner, too strong.
And that's the guy you go to. I mean, wide open for the corner 3. I mean, that's exactly what you want.
Well, that pass threading the needle, finding Brandon Rowe open for 2. Transylvania trying to get another stop here, lead down to 5 for Franklin. 7:14 to play in the second half. Can Franklin respond? Matthews, shot clock down to 10. Matthews cutting inside, taking it to the rim and scoring.
I mean, there you go, Cooper Matthews, the rim runner, going at it, no fear. Huge bucket, bring it back to a 7-point game.
That timeout here by Franklin turns to the media timeout. 7-point game, 7 minutes to play. Stick with us for this final 7 minutes of play. Final 7 minutes of play. It's a 7-point Franklin lead. Transylvania's catching some fire from the field.
Yeah, this is they're starting to get a little bit of a run here. Franklin did a good job by that bucket by Cooper Matthews, extending the lead, but they need to hold on here. This is going to be a really, really tight finish, and this final 7 minutes, these next few minutes, are really going to decide, who can run away here.
Yeah, if Transy can close us down to a 3 or 4 point game, it can make this finish real interesting. Can Franklin keep it around this 7 to 9 point mark that's been stuck at? Tharp for 3, rims out, rebound for Flanagan, can't grab it, and it's off of Franklin. I guess they didn't call the last media timeout, the last time out of media, so they'll take this as the under 8 media timeout for whatever reason. So we'll step aside again. Still 7-point game, 20 seconds elapsed, 6:40 to play. So 6:40 to play. Transylvania with the ball underneath the basket on the inbound. 7-point lead by Franklin. Franklin has the 5 on the floor with Archie, Flanagan, Morgan, Fairs, and Samples. And then Flanagan takes that away. Archie tracking back is Matthews and Penn, but Fairs offensive rebound and scoring.
Good to see the rest of the team going at it there.
Flanagan goes diving in for a steal, and then Archie gets called for a reach-in foul.
And now that puts them in 1-1.
1-1 territory rest of this game. 6:28 left to play. It's Archie's 3rd foul.
You just got to hold it down here. I mean, you can't allow, if you're Franklin here, you just got to really hold on the fouls here, because fouls have been a problem for them all game, and you cannot let a double bonus get going here for Transy. That would just give them so much momentum.
Drew Marshall, the free throw line, goes 2 for 2. the sophomore from Nicholasville, Kentucky. Now, big man point guard Jesse Morgan bringing up the court for Franklin.
Yeah, Jesse Morgan actually has the season high in assists for the team this season at only 6.
Samples, catch and shoot 3, too strong. A 3-point shot just not been going for Franklin, just 5 of 15 tonight. They shot 50% against Bluffton on the weekend. High pass kept in bounds by Marshall. Now Tharp trying to get inside for Penn. Morgan playing good denial defense. Cross-court pass. Again rising up and Rowe in the corner this time. Shot clock down to 7.
This is good tight man-to-man here.
Now Ferris and Morgan inside. And then Ferris picks up the rebound on the missed shot from Penn. Big possession here. Franklin can try to put it back into double figures with a 3.
Transylvania crowd and bench trying to
foul there as Flanagan gets knocked down. Goes on Hunter Penn there. Picks up his second foul. That's their team 6. Franklin 1 away from the 1-and-1 bonus. As Lynn King will check out. Malka Archie back in. Or Archie checks out. King back in.
Yeah, King, they're going to want him to close out this game here. Archie's brought really good hustle. Well, yeah, Archie's still in there. Morgan came out.
Morgan came out for King.
So you got King kind of in there.
And that pass knocked out of bounds. They said it went Transylvania way. Off of King. Another turnover by Franklin. That's their 20th of the game. But still up by 7 here.
I mean, it's been a little bit of a messy game from both teams. And these are the season-defining games here. These are the games when you're playing messy, who can come out on top. It's going to be a really close one.
Everyone just kind of slowing down there. Flanagan gets his man to jump into the corner. Archie, 3-ball. Trey.
Double-digit lead. Malachi Archie. Huge to keep him in the game. They're lucky they kept him in instead of Morgan there. He's now 3 for 4, 2 for 2 from 3.
And driving inside is Marshall, and he can't finish. Now, maybe this is where Transylvania wanting some of those starters that they're missing tonight, and Colby Napier and Jackson Smith close out this game. They need just something extra maybe to get past this Grizzly team.
Yeah, especially in the clutch time, especially now you got a double-digit lead. Hunter Penn hasn't gotten too involved on offense, only 11 points tonight.
When's the last time you've seen Research touch his ball, let alone take a shot?
Yeah, it's been at least midway through the second half.
Gets it smothered by Penn, and then Penn running the other way, easy 2.
Yeah, and as I say that, he plays a Joel Embiid type play and just runs up the floor with no hesitation. Ran into Ferris on the way back.
Under 4 minutes left to play. 65-57. Ferris trying to go around there, and then they'll call a foul. So they'll put it on number 10, Zach Stallman. Takes us to our final media timeout. 65-57, 3:51 to play. Stick with us for this tight ending. So Stallman picks up his 4th personal foul, and that puts Franklin in the 1-1 bonus for the rest of the way here, and Jesse Ferris will be the one to shoot the free throws. Ferris can't connect on the front half of the 1-1, and an opportunity goes to the wayside for Franklin.
Big possession here. They can make it a 5-point game.
Marshall and Archie battling down low to get up top. Pass inside for Penn. Bobbled around. Marshall puts it in and scores.
A little more hustle there from Transylvania off the rebound. And now they're pressing here. They're really going to be searching here for a turnover.
It's down to a 6-point game for Franklin. 3:20 left to play. Archie drives inside, almost knocked away. Archie hits the deck hard. Now Matthews at the top of the key. Matthews drives inside to the rim. Contact and a foul on Ian Reeser.
And that's what we've seen from Matthews all year. The sophomore, no fear, driving to the rim on every single big man, on every single team, and getting to the line like that. I mean, that's what you love to see from a young player. And in a big moment like this, now you have a chance to, get it closer to the double-digit mark, take the pressure off your offense a little bit.
Matthews at the line for the first time today. Has 10 points. He's 5 or 12 in the field. 4 assists, 7 steals. Season high by any player this year for Franklin. Yeah, second free throw won't drop for him. Transylvania looking for a huge basket here. Under 3 minutes to play. And the Penn in the lane, finishing with a soft touch.
I like Samples trying to take the charge there. I think that can definitely come in handy later in the game because we've seen Penn just drive down low with no fear, and they need to keep looking for that.
And then a foul there called on Marshall. Thought he was able to poke it away from King, but it's a foul and then 1-on-1 opportunity for Lynn King.
Only one away here from a double bonus here for Franklin. This could be huge coming down to the stretch because now instead of, if Transy does have to end up playing the foul game as we get late here, it's going to be 2 free throws rather than the 1-and-1. Grizzlies done a good job as Transylvania they were in the 1-on-1 and Franklin had 7 fouls, about 6 minutes left in the second half, and now we're a little under 3 and still no fouls for the Grizzlies. They played a lot cleaner on defense.
For half the 1-on-1, good for Lynn King. And Jesse Morgan will check in for Franklin, playing with 3 fouls.
Archie coming out. Archie's had a fantastic game, hustling, been efficient from the field.
Played great on-ball defense on the point guard of Drew Marshall for Transylvania. Second half of the 1-on-1, no good for King. And just now it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, Transylvania has been kind of chipping at this lead here. And then now they got, you got Stallman. You guys, Neeser. Oh, what a play by Matthews, his 8th steal.
And another layup on the other end for Cooper Matthews, 13 points, 8 steals. He might get a double-double in steals by the end of this game.
It was very close.
Stallman walks into a 3, can't convert. And then there's a foul on the rebound on Franklin. They're going to call it on Matthews.
Matthews trying to argue that he got shoved aside. But
so he wrapped him around the waist.
Yeah.
They called that a foul. So 1-and-1 here for Transylvania. Chance to cut in. It's actually an 8-point game. Franklin 69 now, 69-61. Huge free throws here. Trying to keep him in this game. Missing the front half of this 1-on-1 would be crucial by Drew Marshall. And he misses it. King tracks down the board, his 8th. 2 away from a double-double.
It's really been a great game from Lynn King in terms of just the hustle plays, the defensive plays. He's been absolutely their leader tonight.
King drives into the corner, Samples down the baseline, finds Beverly cutting, and Beverly finishing.
Bringing it to double digits. A beautiful cut by Beverly coming off the wing, and what a find by the veteran Cody Samples.
Double digits and under 2 to play. Might just be out of reach here for Transylvania. They'll need a couple of quick baskets, but that's not going to do it as Morgan steals the pass inside for Penn.
They've been doing that. They've been fronting Penn all game, and finally it came in handy. They try to get it to him down low when you're fronting them. They try to force it to him. Too easy.
Matthews underneath the rim. Tough finish. Dropping it in with a teardrop.
Cooper Matthews. Unbelievable game from him. Offensively and obviously defensively. As now it looks like Franklin has done just enough. Now 10 minutes to go, or 1 minute to go. 10-point game.
Franklin up 73-63, a minute 13. Transylvania takes a timeout. We'll step aside. So 10-point game, a minute 13 left. I believe it's Franklin ball here underneath the basket on the inbound. Transylvania was full court press, trying to get a steal.
Yeah, I mean, it's your best bet. That's why they got all 5 down there. Or all 4 for the Grizzlies. You get Archie, another ball handler in the game.
And they get it across the half court with King. They bring the trap, though, in the corner. And then over to Samples, down low. Matthews, they're just going to chew some clock here.
Good ball movement. Keep it out of Transylvania's possession. Now they're coming to trap.
King kicks out. Flanagan holding it. And that bucket here definitely be a dagger. Archie thought about it. Drives, cut off. Down to 2. Has to put up a tough shot. Can't finish. And then a rebound for Rowe. And they got to go quick if they want any chance here. But Matthews comes up with another steal.
I wonder if they're going to list that for Matthews or Sample. Sample's the one who tipped it.
Yeah, but Matthews securing it. And then a foul there drawn by Archie. Puts him on the line with 30 seconds, and that will do it. Franklin should be victorious.
Once again, there was a 5th straight for the Grizzlies. They listed it for Cody Samples. He was the one who tipped it out.
Not a night steal for Matthews. Just another steal for Cody Samples.
And now Matthews has, looks like the referee has a problem with him because Matthews was complaining about the foul on the other end. He was claiming he got shoved underneath off the rebound. And now, of course, with 30 seconds to go, it's put a taint on this win.
Yeah, Transylvania just not having that extra little push they need to come back on this Grizzly team. No Colby Napier, no Jackson Smith, no Ben Godby on the bench. Just 3 key rotational players for them that they just didn't have today. And, you know, they needed those guys to make this a closer game with Franklin. Now, I'll ask you the question. Luke, who's your player of the game for Franklin?
I mean, I was raving about Lynn King, which he's played fantastic so far. But I feel like just because of how unbelievable he was on the defensive end, you have to give it to Cooper Matthews. 8 steals, 15 points. He was efficient tonight, more efficient than usual. He's a little under 40% on the season. Shot 50 today. And, you know, he didn't even shoot a single 3. He's been running at the rim at their big men all day. No fear whatsoever. Only has 3 turnovers as the point guard. But Lynn King, I mean, a fantastic game as well. He's been guarding Penn a lot tonight and doing a really good job, matching his strength. Shot very efficient from the field as well, nailing a 3, 8 boards. I mean, it was a really great game all around, but those 2 guys really stuck out tonight.
Yeah. Malachi Archie off the bench, 10 points, and he's got 2 more free throws coming as he has foul underneath on the rebound. And so they could move it up to 12 on the game.
Yeah, 2 for 2 from 3. He's been Archie's been great, and then Beverly 100% from the field tonight, 3 for 3, 1 for 1 from 3. Only his second one on the year, 7 points. I mean, he gave some really good minutes off the bench, and he played really good defense as well. He did a lot of guarding on Penn as well. I mean, he was fronting him a lot and doing a good job not letting the ball get to him. A lot of different guys were switching in and out tonight, and he was definitely one of those guys who really stepped up.
Transylvania is heaving up some threes here, trying to cut it down. Samples grabs the board and will dribble out this last few seconds here for Franklin. As the crowd on their feet cheering on this Franklin team as they win their 5th straight. Their third 3-game homestand for Franklin ends in 3 straight wins. And this team will head to Terre Haute to face Rose-Hulman this weekend. And a top of the conference matchup that will certainly be all the rave this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very emotional game from both teams. A lot of talking, a lot of chippiness, and a 14-point win, looking a little better on the stat sheet than it will for us calling it tonight. But only a 3-point loss against Rose-Hulman. They lost by 14 tonight. I think this really does show the Grizzlies a really high-level team, a top team in the conference. They've put themselves as a staple in the top of the conference this year. And it's really going to come down to the wire as we get to the end of the season.
A 3-ball wasn't the Franklin Grizzlies' friends today to hit 6 of 16, but it wasn't Transy's friends either, 4 of 17. Franklin got to the line 21 times, making 13 of their attempts. And, they were in the paint, winning that battle 46-40. 34 points off of turnovers by Franklin.
I mean, that's unbelievable. And a lot of it was Cooper Matthews running down the floor and get with those 8 steals. And then I will say the bench stepped up. 5 bench points in the first half for Franklin, 27 by the end of the night. I mean, and that comes from Archie, Beverly. Those 2 guys really stepped up off the bench. And Jesse Ferris had a really good game as well. Just a lot of impressive performances despite the sloppiness coming from both teams. Again, season-defining moment here. You're playing a rival, a conference team who's generally going to be a top team in the conference, really emotional, chippy, sloppy, and they were able to get the win. 50% from the field as well. Impressive win.
Franklin led as many as 14. That was their biggest lead. That's how they finished up here. So Franklin victorious on their 3-game homestand. They head on the road on Saturday to Rose-Hulman. Here on Grizz TV Saturday, the women's team faces Rose-Hulman in what surely will be another great matchup here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a really good game. I won't be here to call it, unfortunately, but
I will be.
Yeah, I trust the women's team. They're going to really step up and show out as they have been doing all year.
If you caught the conference matchup game last year between the women's and men's team, or women's and Rose-Hulman team last year, game-winning 3 from Brooke Grinstead was a defining moment in that game. We'll have a blockbuster in store for you on Saturday here on Grizz TV. I'd like to thank you all for watching tonight. I was Ryan Gage. With me was Luke Shepard. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your night.